Yo, what's up, traders? So I got my I got my DJI mic set up here, which is actually kind of dope because it just plugs straight into the USB-C, and then I got a clip right here. I thought I was gonna have to hook it up or whatever, so this is actually working out way better than I intended. So this morning we went ahead and took a trade, and let's go look at our little performing stats. They're coming up a little bit. They're getting a little bit better. A little bit better. Your overall P&L is negative. Oh, okay, consider reviewing my strategy. What you think I've been doing this whole time, cuh? Jeez, bruh. Coming at me like that all sideways. Like, I know I've been doing bad. And obviously, so look, the beginning of the month here, guys, I was just setting up a trade. I was running, letting it hit the fair value gap and going. I really wasn't understanding what I was doing. I was trying to dial it in. And then I got to a point to where I wasn't exactly happy with the outcome and how things were going. So I started refining a little bit more and more. I started understanding a little bit more what was going on with my execution, and I got my discipline dialed in, but my execution is lacking. So this is what we're working on today. And I don't remember where the fourth trade came from. You can see here, these are the trades that I took if you want to stop and look. I'm just gonna rough estimate about where I was. So yeah, okay, so I took 3. Oh, that's right. I took a tiny scalp, that 1250, and that's kind of where I was coming into some of my old tendencies, and I caught myself and I broke it. So right here, you can see we didn't quite make it up to the full 1 to 2, and that's okay. When I'm done, baby, I'll get you in just a minute. When I'm done. So this is kind of what we were looking like this morning on MAQ, what we did for the breakout. Because what I'm thinking I'm gonna start working on is from 9:30 New York time to about 9:45 to 10 o'clock in the morning. So my time, you know, I'm at Central Standard Time, so an hour behind. So from like 8:30 to that little 8:45 to 9 o'clock mark, I'm gonna be looking for my breakout strategy, and I'm gonna be working on that to try to collect data and see what I'm looking like. And this is kind of what I tried to do this morning. We had a huge spike, but by the time that even happened, I was like, I looked up, looked down, and I was wiped. So I was like, oh wow. So then I went ahead and took this break after we saw this happen, and I saw this big old swippity swip swipe. Went ahead and took a break to the downside, and I was trading with CAFX. I'll throw it up right here. That's my boy. He's been looking out for me, took care of me. I feel very blessed to be in his community and to have become a overseas friend. You know, I'm in the US, he's over in Wales. So I'm having a lot of fun engaging in his community. We kind of both took a little break at the same time, and then we kind of found our way back. Similar, I'm a little bit later to the game. He got a lot more experience than me, but I really enjoy trading with him, and I really enjoy his mindset, and we're kind of like very similar. So yeah, go check him out, follow, subscribe. He's a good dude. And I mean, basically, like, we could be brothers from cousins from another far over, you know what I'm saying? And what you eating, girl? You don't want that? You want some french fries? Okay. She eating some crazy stuff. I'm on my laptop today, y'all, a little ADHD. I'm on my Victus. I got set up, and I'm trying to be a little bit more mobile and a little bit more versatile to see how this works. So I'm using my webcam. The image may not be the best, but it's a super small box down there, a circle down there, so it's not really that big. Anyways, when I'm done, baby, hold on just a minute. I'm almost done. So what we did was took a nice breakout. It was a nice little 1 to 2, close to, I guess it was more like not quite a 1 to 2. It was probably more like, what, a 1 to 5 or something like that. So I might have pulled something out a little bit more like that. You can go back through and look at exactly what the trades look like. And then that was it for that. That was the morning. If you would have stayed in and went, you know, at that nice little reversal, you could have banked on the upside. Not what we did, not what the market was showing what we were looking like. So a little bit later, we switched over, and now I'm trading with Riley Coleman, which it's funny. I have both of their streams pulled up, one AirPod in, the other one over here. And so this one, I'm trying to be a little bit more patient, a little bit more like intraday, market structure, not so much looking for necessarily the volatility. And basically we saw this really big unhealthy move down, and then we kind of come up and we're like, okay, we're breaking this nice little rejection candle, kind of a bigger stop loss. And like I said, I'm focused on return, like RR, not necessarily the P&L. And I've had to like kind of catch myself earlier in this trade. I was really having to pay attention to that. But yeah, this was the MES trade that we took. And once we got up to this level, we're talking all-time high zone, you know what I mean? So once we got up here, I was confident and maybe targeting right here. But I get a little hesitant because if it rejects, it can just dump hard, you know? It's not likely. You see this nice W formation and it goes up, but then we just had this freaking, and then we're consolidating. And I actually did take a trade from here to here, and I'm gonna split it up and mash it up and cut it up for you, but I'll go ahead and show you over here on my trading view what we were looking at, what we were thinking. And I did switch over, full transparency, here to my demo account because I'm trading in the evening, and it was only, I had 20 on there or whatever, which was a 0.5 R from where we were at, not that one over here. I didn't draw it up. Let me show you over here. So this is kind of what we did, and I trailed up to right here and I got taken out. This is where I got taken out. So we came up, we did hit the TP, and it was only a 1-to-1. I was risking $40. Like I said, I'm working on my strategy, I'm working on my execution, I'm trying to refine things and collect data right now. That's all I'm trying to do, is collect data, build my confidence, and then I can scale up as we go. I also did drop some of my indicators because it got a little bit too messy. So these are the ones that I'm rocking right now, just these 3. And I think that's way better for me. So yeah, this little micro trend that we were paying attention to, you know, nice little consolidation. But overall, I'm real proud of myself for holding through here. And you'll see it was like an hour and 40-minute trade. And I felt like I did really well with being patient through some of this. It was kind of like, okay, but if you look, like we're making some micro moves. Like, I mean, yeah, we're not breaking over here or breaking structure or nothing just yet, but we did have a nice little change of character. What caught my attention, come down here, is where the entry really should have been, and it would have been way better. I could have been tighter. Maybe that's some data I'm gonna be able to collect and refine as we go. I'm not 100% sure. The entire video I recorded earlier, I didn't have any audio set up on it. So this is kind of dope. I'm not gonna lie, I'm really pumped about this. I've got a lot of different trading setups, and this is my tank. I bought it to be a tank. It's a bigger laptop. The battery's not as good, but it's a powerhouse for what it is. It's a gaming computer on the lower to mid-tier section, Victus 15.6, whatever. But I got it specifically for trading and content creation. So as soon as I get done with this, I'm gonna take this video, I'm gonna put it on this little thing right here, I'm gonna plug it into my phone, and I'm gonna do my editing on my phone because I have my kids or whatever with me, you know, all the time. So when we got up here and I saw this kind of rejection, yeah, baby, I'm gonna get you one. I got one more thing to say, 2 more max or something like that, you know what I'm saying? And I'll get you a little orange popsicle, okay? I'm gonna get that. So we come up here and we reject, and then we kind of swept right here and kind of come up, and that's where I was like, this is where I got taken out right here. Boop, bop, beep, bop, boom! Took me out freaking hard. Change of character. So if you wanted to, bro, you could have came up here and then targeted a nice little down move, just like that, and targeted this. But you see why? You have to pay attention if you're going to do these, because if you were targeting down here, this liquidity, who knows if it's going to go down here or not? We're in power hour right now. Who knows? Or we're coming to the end of it actually, because it's 2 here. So power hour, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, overall consolidation after some pretty big moves and stuff this morning, a lot of volatility. That's kind of where my headspace is at and what I'm working on. I'm going to throw up little skits, or not little skits. I'm going to throw up little formations and segments of the trade that I took, and I'm just gonna kind of chop it up. There won't be any audio, but you can see what I did. And you know, like I said, I came up here and I trailed up, you know, 0.5 R. I'm trying to think with structure, and yeah, I might get another account here so I can manage my breakout strategy for this one, and then my change of character, fair value gap for this one. So yeah, thanks for being here, and I'm gonna be working on my Notion journal and making that available for you guys if you guys need something to document. I also have something else that I use called Trade Capture. You can go tradecapture.io, and that's pretty slick. It's I think it's evolving and it's getting better and better as they put more energy into it, but I haven't really caught up with it. I kind of want to create my own on Notion and then share it on here so we can use it and have like a customizable data tracker. So not 100% sure what I'm going to do there or how it's going to turn out, but yeah, man, this is what we had for the trading today. Like I said, I'm overall pretty happy with this little turnaround that I feel like I'm having. It's getting, I mean, look at all the reds and the greens. I mean, yeah, I'm not I'm not really high on the monetary value, but like I said, I was just letting these go and hit. If they would have went to the profit, they would have been 300, but obviously that didn't happen. Or no, it would have been, yeah, so these are 2 trades, or no, I know what I was doing, my bad. This is the discipline I was talking about. I was not being disciplined here, I was adjusting, because I have a $70 for each trade that I'm trying to do, so like 70 bucks for each, so 140 I can lose for the day, and I was just adjusting and just taking one trade and kind of being lazy, honestly. So I'm trying to be a little bit better at that, and I'm trying to make it a little bit more methodical and make some sense and stuff. So thanks for being here. Much love. I'll catch you tomorrow. I gotta go get this kid an orange popsicle before she smokes me. You know what I'm saying? She's impatient, huh? You wanna say what's up? What's up? Say see you later, YouTubes. You guys know how hard it is to trade with a toddler and a newborn full time. You might see it later in a little something, you know what I'm saying? But if you a dad and stuff, don't give up. Don't give up on the trades, okay? I should be looking up here. It's just weird to look at this light. I'm over here looking at myself though, which is also kind of weird. So I don't really know which way to look right now. What?